Okay, let's just major on just the turning points. Okay, over the years, no matter what they teach with parabolas, you see people get to an assessment and just come unstuck. Don't go over it, nag about it, do flashcards and do all this up again, you know. Do all that sort of stuff, and keep nagging about it. Are you brainwashed them in? And they walk in the test and they're unstuck. Some of you won't. Some of you will just say, oh, this is all easy in the way you go and do the questions. So we just want the turning point. Ready? This one is so easy, I'm going to be cheeky and just go. Current. Yes. Look at the first one, there it is, there's the answer. It said the coordinates of the turning point. Now, what's on the outside stays the same, and what's on the inside does the opposite. So the -2 just becomes a 2. I could talk about it, I could nag about it and say why it is and all sorts of stuff. It's called the turning point form because it tells us the turning point. Remember, it's the opposite of that. By the way, there's no 3x there or 4x or 2x, it's just an x minus 2. So next one, just going to go, oops, I should probably point that to the 3 I suppose. But there it is. So -5 is outside, outsides work what I call normal. Oops, normal. Outsides work normal. And I do have a thought I could show you just in case, and that's a -3. If, let's look at this one. Does a minus make any difference? We could muck around and do all sorts of things with it, but anyway, let's just go. There it is. So what's the opposite of -1? 1 and it's got a -3. And that's your turning point. Then you can talk about, is it a max or a zoom in? How can you tell if it's a max or a min? This one is called concave up. The cave is facing upwards, so what's the cave facing upwards? Got a min. Okay, Isaac? The cave facing upwards. If everything's positive, it's one of them. If it's got a negative here, it's one of those. So this one's facing the other way down, so that's cave down. Should say concave down. So that one there is the top. Anyone gets stuck, the top is a max and the bottom is a min. And there's all those little other funny things you can do. Oh, okay, next. People look at that. And what will people not think of? Ready? Hello? Here's what people don't think of. You ready for it? So if the question you just said, get me the turning point, there it is. But what does that give me though? What does this actually say? What does that say? X equals. So it only gives me the X value, it doesn't give me the Y value. So let's give it a go, that way. Yes, some of your brains want to do this. Whose brain want to go X plus 2, X plus 4 because it's really obvious? Anyone see that? And you can go, okay, well that would be roots at -2 and at -4. Where's halfway between -2 and -4? -3. Let's say your brain didn't see that, or we made the question say you couldn't do that. You'd go X is -b on 2A. -6 on 2 times 1, so there's your A equals 1. And there's your B equals 6, just in case. And what have we got? -6 on 2, which is just -3. So what was halfway between -2 and -4? -3. Oh, you think formula. So which way does your brain operate? And some of you will think that way, some of you will think that way. So we now know it's -3. And of course the question said coordinates. And I get to a test and I'm marking a test and everyone has that written down. Everyone has X equals -3. And probably a third of people now. Some of you like think back to how often, you know, you got 48%. It could have easily been higher because of the silly mistakes. Or someone got 63 and you could have had a B instead of a C. So watch out for it. So every time my teacher at school said something to me like that, what did I do? I put an asterisk and I put beside it the words. I actually wrote the words, be careful. I actually pull out, being red, green colourblind, I pull out my red pen and put that beside it. I could see the red against the white and the black if I used the black pen. But, you know, so I didn't have any problems with that. So every time he said that, so how do we get the other number? Starts with S and it's got lots of letters. Substitution. What do I substitute where? I know I had an x value of minus 3, and I've got to get the y value. So if I go back up to here, I'm going to say this to you. If I substitute minus 3 into a squared, don't bother writing minus 3 bracket squared. After doing this for years, I'm starting to say to people, just what's minus 3 times itself? Minus 3 times itself? 9. You see some people put minus 9. What's the next one? 6 times minus 3. So maybe you could do it in your head. 6 threes are 18, it's got a minus, plus an 8. My brain goes that up first. I go 17 take 18. I don't even think of that, because 17 take 18 is minus 1, and there it is. Go back to this one for a second. Some of you are still thinking there. This one tells us the turning point. The outsides do everything normal. The insides do the opposite of what we expect. Talk about that more later, about why it's the opposite of what we expect. This one wasn't written in that form. You could turn it into that form using some people's favourite topic, completing the square. But it's too fiddly, too annoying. So you can just go minus square on 2a. Once you get that answer, substitute, and you get just minus 3 minus 1. And then we try to trick you. If you look at question 6 before I get to it, we've left out the constant for question 6, and for 7 we've left out the term of x. So people go, yeah, that's easy, leave out the number, and they go, I don't know what to do. How's you okay, mate? So anyone want to see this one here? So Isaac, you right? If I wanted to get the axis of symmetry, the line down the middle, I use a formula. What formula I use? That one. If I had it already written in brackets, I could do that instead. But I want that one there. That will tell me that point there, and it will tell me the x value of that point there. So the equation of that line happens to be the same as the x value, or the x value happens to be the same as the equation of line. So from your quadratic formula, the first bit will tell you the lowest point's x value. So what have I got? The opposite of b. So b was minus 8, so the opposite of b is? The opposite of minus 8 is? 8. And a is 1, 2 ones are 2, and we got 4. And now know that this has got a 4. How do I get the other number? That's what I keep nagging about. Substitution. I want to get your brain to connect with what I'm talking about, okay? That's one of my methods getting it to connect. Sometimes I spell it out instead. So what do? Put the 4 into where? There's really only one place to put it into, and that's the original equation. So now I've got to go through and go, I would have said y equals, old school, we used to put substitute x equals 4, and we had to write that down or you'd lose a mark a long time ago. Don't have to anymore, some people still do it. And you got 4 squared, so you could have written 4 squared, or you just go 16. 4 8s are, how's your four your tables?
32.
Yeah, you didn't hesitate with a minus, and then plus a 15. My brain does the additions first. 16 and 15 is?
30, 31.
Yeah, so we've really got 31 take 32, which made life easier by doing the addition first. So the biggest thing I see, I will talk about the stupid mistakes, or I should say silly mistakes, not stupid. Silly mistakes everywhere, people just go wrong with this stuff. So that's a minus 1. So the lowest point, the turning point on this parabola, that's concave up. How do I know it's caved up? Because that's positive. It's got nothing to do with this, it's got nothing to do with that. The x squared has more effect on the parabola than anything else. It's this part here that determines whether it's caved up or whether it is caved down. So if it's positive, it caves up, which means it's got a lowest point, which we call the lowest point A. Minimum. So we know it's 4 minus 1. Now, maybe, Isaac, I'll keep going for a sec. this has got an A, and it's got a B. So if I wanted to, I could just jump in and say, I don't know what I'm doing, or you do know what you're doing, just go minus B on 2A, and do it just the same as before. So I've got a minus 6 on 2 times 1, back to minus 3. You okay with that?
Yeah.
So what did it matter that I didn't have plus something here? Nothing really, all right?
Yeah.
So you could think that way if that's the way your brain operates. Once you get the hang of it, you've got to decide. Then we go back to substitution. What's the traps? I got y, and I got to go substitute in there, so it's a minus 3 times itself.
9.
Yeah, and student after student puts minus 9, no matter what we try to do. That's a 6 times a minus 3.
8. Oh, negative 18.
Yeah. 9 minus 18.
Negative 9.
So what did we have? We had a minus 3 and we got a minus 9. Is that a min or is it a max?
Min.
Yes, it looks different, but it made you go a little bit hesitant.
Yeah.
Still positive 1. So it's a concave up. So it's a min. Yeah?
Yeah.
If you wanted to, you could have thought this through and you could have gone x outside of x plus 6. Now, for years, this has been the way I taught it. Do that first. And people go, yeah, but then I watch a third of the people get it wrong, maybe a half. And I go, well, what was I doing wrong? So then you can go back to minus b on 2a. Or, this one you can go, what can I have? The roots are x equals 0, or the opposite of that one, minus 6. So that one becomes a 0, just like we were saying before on that one. You okay?
Yep.
So the 0, that one a 0 or a 3. This one is a 0 or a minus 6. And I can go halfway between them. What's halfway between 0 and minus 6?
Negative 3.
You're back to there again. Halfway. X is minus 3. Back to the same answer as what we had over there. Okay, keep it going for a minute.
Yeah.
Take the teacher later or I might split it up. So this one, can I go minus b plus 2a? If I wrote that as x squared plus no x's minus 25. So I had no x's written there, so I can literally write no x if I wanted to. This is a bit crazy to teach it like this, but I'm going to do it, mate, just for this time. I'll teach you more about it later. What's b?
0.
So I got no b, so I got nothing, which I can write as minus nothing, it doesn't make any difference. 2 1s are?
2.
How many times does 2 go into 0?
0.
Yeah?
Yep.
So, I mean, there'd be people watching this if I put it up somewhere, and they go, oh, you can just go x minus 5 and x plus 5. And I could see Mac probably just going, just go x minus 5, x plus 5. Anyone finish? Go on with the cubics, okay? So, their brain will look at it and go, well, okay, that's a 5, a root at 5, and that's a root at minus 5. Halfway between 5 and minus 5 is 0. So, it depends what works for your brain. Now we're back to that again. Where do I substitute it?
X
Yeah,
squared.
got it. So go back to here, and I've got nothing squared. Is nothing?
Is
0. Take 25.
Negative 20.
So I've got 0, negative 25. And you've got to ask, is it concave up or concave down? That's positive.
Up.
Concave up, so we have the lowest point, and the lowest point's called a minimum, which we call a min. You okay?
Yep.
So go back here for a second, just before I got you connected. If it's written in that form, the lowest, the turning point is the opposite of that and the same as that. Doesn't make any difference if it's negative. It's the opposite of that. Oh, that's a bit weird the way I wrote it there. So that one there becomes the 1, and that's there. Any of these, I can just go minus b on 2a. I don't use that method because it's not written like that. Enough said?
Yep.
All good, mate.
Thanks.
Is that all the make one?